practice yesterday, we were in first place. You know, we went to Iowa in first place. We practiced yesterday, and we were in first place. So nothing really changes, and we just got to continue to, you know, it's a, as we know, this league, 1 through 12, anybody can beat you on any day. And we got to try and do what we can do to win. We got 7 games left, 4 home, 3 away. We got to try and win as many as we can and just see what happens, because it's a son of a gun to win any game.
You've been dealing with Kraft all these years. How do you simulate him in practice?
You know what? Al Jordan does a pretty good imitation of him. And so it's all right, because he's got the rare ability to be able to see the ball in slow motion and just grab it from you. It's 3 steals a game again. And now with him, and the one thing that you had before, that he and Shannon Scott weren't in together a lot before. Now they're both in together. He's stealing it almost 2 times a game. So they're just great defenders. As good as I've ever seen.
You've seen, obviously, people put young, smaller guys on Nick recently. Is that something that you would envision that they might do?
It could happen. That's the thing that we go into. We just try and find in the best way we can how many scenarios they could paint. But when they go to Lenzel Smith or they go to Shannon Scott, there's not a, you know, obviously we get the premier defender maybe in the country. Those other 2 guys are really good too. So who they will pick on, or who they will guard to put the Kraft on, you know, we have to try and do some things with them now. Trace had some success different games. Sometimes he didn't have success. He's a pretty good player. We just can't back off to the challenge. Just play our game.
With just 2 days off before the next game after a loss, does that help to get over the loss quicker? Or do you wish you had more time to go over the things you'd like to emphasize?
You know, what I'd really like to do is practice right now and try and get better. But at the same time, that is the schedule. We just gotta go. So it is a beauty. That one of the good things in basketball is you play sometimes 2 or 3 games a week. One of the bad things in basketball is sometimes you play 2 or 3 games a week. You know, you get over a loss or you get your momentum going, but when there's time for repair or rest, there isn't a lot of time.
John, it always seemed like with Trey against Kraft, a lot of it seemed to be mental more than anything else with him, letting himself maybe stay calm. Do you stress that with Nick if Kraft is on him to kind of don't let himself get frustrated?
Yeah, I think that everybody, when you put up the numbers Nick's put up this year, and our other guys as well, you got to be ready for taking the other team's best shot. And you have to emotionally be really strong to do that, especially on the road where, you know, you are the villain. You are not the being applauded by everybody. So staying emotionally calm through all that is a challenge for everybody. It was for Trey. It will be for Nick, and that's part of the process.
How new is it for Nick, given that I'm assuming his emotions kind of filter through the rest of the guys too? Do they look?
Yeah, it is really important that he understands that as well. His body language, how he carries himself in both success and adversity is very important, because the team looks at. We all look at each other. You know, whether it's the coach or whether it's the last guy on the bench, you have to continue to be positive. Because everything's not going to go your way in basketball games.
During the 10-game win streak, I know there were a couple non-conference games in that, but between Jordan and John, you were getting about 14 points a game. Over the last 3, in particular the 2 losses, dipped about 10 points. Is there a reason? Did you notice that? What might be the reason for that?
No, you know what? We played 2 teams on the road. They had very good defensive plans. They really played us well. And our big guys, I can't say they missed easy shots. They didn't get many easy shots. And, you know, both of them did not. I thought John's had a better game maybe than Jordan on Saturday. Jordan's better than that. At the same time, you know, they're going to, as long as they give us effort, they're going to get points. They got to give us tremendous effort, though.
Just to follow up, how vital, I mean, is it for them to get some easy ones? It seems like Nick cares for doing a good job of getting them some easy ones when they were.
Well, you know what? It's important that any of our guys get easy ones. I don't get too much into we got to get this guy to score in order for us to be successful. No, we just got to try and get easy baskets, and then plug through and score tough 2s and tough 3s as well. We don't care where they're coming from. So if they're paying that attention to someone, somebody else could be scoring. So you'd love to have 5 guys with 12 points and they're 60 and get guys off the bench. It'd be wonderful, but you can't play that way.